We are live. There's no picture, so we're just going to let you talk into the microphone.
Okay, hey. Thank you for climbing aboard with Lady J and Mr. Amazing from Amazing Audits. We are going to do some follow-up from earlier this morning. If you all had caught our live, you would see that what all happened out here in Springfield, Oregon.
Make sure to speak up for them.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like we got a comment. By Stephen, thank you for being here. Okay, we got people tuning in.
Thank you for calling the Northern Emergency Springfield Police Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. If it's not an emergency, please choose from the following
Making
options.
complaints about today's
To report a
officer
crime,
conduct.
request police response,
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
request news services, or
Listen up.
report an in-progress animal-related issue within the city of Springfield, press 1. If you are calling on behalf of a public safety agency, press 2. For the Springfield Municipal Jail, including inmate information, press 3.
I think I'm
Animal
going to
control,
push one.
for property and evidence, press 5. For the office of compliance, press 6. For the office of the chief, press 7. For posting bail, press 8. For all other inquiries, press 9. Select pound.
Nothing was for complaints.
Yes, I was calling. I wanted to get some information on a call that went out earlier this morning today about 9 a.m. I want to get the names of the officers that was out there on that call. And I also want to do some complaints and possibly some requests for dash cams as well as body cams.
So first, we'll go with the names of the officers, and then I'll go through the process of how you can file your complaints, and then I'll give you some information about how to request the body cam footage.
Okay.
Those are all separate categories. So, what's the address of the call about?
Well, I do believe it was 5926 Olympic Street, Springfield, Oregon, 97477. And it was about 9 a.m. this very morning. Pardon me?
Were you involved?
May I ask if that matters, if I was or wasn't?
I'm just trying to locate the information for you.
Oh,
we have two of the
It would determine if you were involved.
I
It would
do-
determine if I needed your name or not. So
Okay. I do have names of two of the officers that was involved. One is Brian Dunn, badge number 205, and officer number 501 is what it looks like he wrote down on this card. But again, there was another officer in another car also there.
Do you know what type of incident it was?
Somebody was publicly filming out there on Walmart, outside of Walmart. Uh-huh.
All right, hold on just one moment. Let me see if I can find the call, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Everybody.
We're currently on hold with records, I believe. Are you there? Oh, I didn't know if you came back or not. I was having a hard time hearing you.
So I'm going to provide you the incident number.
Okay.
23
dash
075907.
075907. Okay.
That's the incident number that you can go on to our city website and request a cab with document that number that I provided you.
Okay.
Get a copy of that, and then if you're wanting any of the camera footage, you can also request that during the start time.
Okay. And I do
already mentioned it was Officer Dunn and Officer Orr. It was also Officer Conrad that was our preparation.
Conrad.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
She's
you.
doing a good job, huh?
Yes, I'm loving it. Thank you. So Officer Conrad, and he's a 29-year
That's right.
vet here, over here. He's been on the force for 29 years. Yeah, I've got a bunch of requests that I would like to fill out. I also have a complaint that I would like to fill out, and I also have some questions in regards to officers calling in your license plate number when they don't have the, yeah, they're using. Well, yeah, right. Well, and he was the only one speaking at that time. Anyway, as I was saying, I have a complaint because officers do not, cannot, and shall not be running license plates just because they want to intimidate somebody. Those are, I mean, that's a federal law, not a state law, that's federal. And I do have a very valid complaint because, in fact, Officer Conrad, your 29-year-old or 29-year vet there with you guys, did in fact run my plates unlawfully. There was no reason lawfully for him to be run my plates.
File that complaint, ma'am, which I've already addressed. You can do it online, or you can come in and you get the packet and fill that complaint out.
Okay, and where exactly are you guys located?
We're located at 2304 Street here in Springfield, downtown, the Justice Center.
Okay, thank you very much. I may be showing up there to register those valid complaints and collect the information that I'm needing. So thank you very much. What is Conrad's ID number, his badge number?
286.
286. Thank you so much. And what was your name again, ma'am?
My name is Carrie.
Carrie.
You're doing a great job.
You're fabulous. I absolutely love the work that you're providing for the public, for the people out here. You have yourself a, yes, ma'am. Yes, and you have yourself a wonderful day.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, it was.
That was really good.
Yes. Well, thank you. Yes, I certainly don't mind following up and making phone calls. I don't mind pounding the pavement, so to speak, of course, and I certainly don't.
What activism is.
That's exactly right.
Running around with a camera card is not really the activism.
It's the follow-up.
Yeah, it's more the gathering of the content that you need for the activism.
Exactly. Anyway, Mr. Amazing and I are out here. He's currently in Springfield, Oregon. And we are making sure that the light of liberty is shining bright and everybody's rights are intact. That's exactly what we're doing.
It's super late today. Thank you for making that call. I'll be honest, I didn't think anybody was going to make any calls about that or anything. I be able to just do that to me today. That was very,
Well,
felt dehumanizing.
I also want to say I've made some complaints with Walmart, the corporate. I sent them out an email. I'm following up with them because free people in a free country, in a free society, can in fact stand anywhere in public and record. Public photography is not a crime. Supreme Courts have ruled on that time and time again.
And if we're not in public, what is everybody doing there?
Exactly.
Why is everyone there? How is it not a private party? I don't get it. I didn't receive an invitation, and neither did anybody else, and we're all there in the same place. That's public, man.
That is
How
public.
could you even argue?
That is public.
I don't get it.
And stopping commerce, perhaps we had,
Interfering in commerce.
yes,
That's right.
is something that I feel strongly that the officers did today because I wanted to go make purchases, perhaps.
Interfering with commerce
Well,
is
guess what?
oftentimes discrimination.
There are
Actually,
federal laws on that too, interfering with commerce.
Yeah.
That, and as far as I'm
This is
concerned,
caught up for money in this country. That's what we do here. So we can't interfere with commerce.
yeah, that is
and
correct.
services.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, I just wanted everybody to tune in and see
Well, wait a
that
second,
there
can I
is.
say something, though?
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
because these businesses, they want to act as a public entity, but they want to pull the privacy card anytime when it suits them. But we, the people, publicly license these businesses to operate
That's
by
right.
our favor
That's
and
right.
for us.
That's right.
So that's why the commerce is vital that they not discriminate. This is for everyone whose money is just as green as anybody else. JC News Now, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why I'm sitting and like to sit frequently at Starbucks, where they're very inclusive, and my money is just the same as everybody else's, and they greet me and treat me exactly the same. So what you seen at Walmart today was clear discrimination. I had a piece of property I was doing with as I freely wished lawfully to do, and then they came out and squashed that and made me leave, and there was no option to take part in commerce. But hold on, please hold that comment for a second. I got one other thing to say.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, I made sure to ask the guy if I came back because I had a pickup order, would I be able to do that? And the officer said I would be able to do that. So I did that on purpose to show that the 86 was never valid at all.
Well, they never got your name.
Right. It's not official and it's not real. And I can go back to that Walmart anytime I want. And I'm going to. You guys are going to see a video where I'm picking up my product probably over there from the same people that tried to pull this stuff today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact of the matter is you got small feelings that get hurt real easy, and you want to hijack Walmart because you work there and you want to operate it by your policies. You are trying to hijack the corporation, and I hope you get what should be coming to you, because honestly, you should lose your job. You can't come into my business and then operate it by your policies and stuff. That's like, I want to point out too. Sorry, go right ahead. Say what you got to say, and I got another comment.
Well, go ahead. Well, I forgot.
Okay. Please remember, most people have a little gift, they'll remember when they go.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Anyways, if you go to a corporation, a corporate like restaurant or something, and they have paper signs on the door, somebody has put up paper signage and stuff, those are unofficial. They're unapproved signages. Corporations only will put up approved signage, and those signages will always have the corporate logo on them, and they will always not be a piece of paper.
That is correct. What I was going to point out is Mr. Amazing was basically wanting to engage in conversations and ask people how they felt about free press. For those that wanted to participate and answer, they did so. For those that did not want to participate and answer, Mr. Amazing allowed them to go about their day.
I certainly didn't chase them down. I wish them a happy shopping experience.
Exactly.
And they most all said thank you.
Yes, so therefore, nobody was hurt in any way, shape, or form.
I think it was an employee who complained.
It probably
I
it
thought
was.
he did it right there on the camera, actually.
Well,
I got the static footage. I'll release that later today, guys.
yeah. Anyway, so all I'm saying is by trying to engage in conversations and have communications with others, there's no crime there. In fact, I highly think encourage more conversations with more individuals, with more people out there. We don't talk enough to each other as a society, I believe. Uh, and I think their feelings were hurt at Walmart because they just didn't want you to be engaging in conversations
It seems like I
outside their
and I say
business.
this all the time. I think if you've been discriminated on before, you know what that feels like. And I haven't been discriminated on before. And I'll tell you, it sticks out like a sore thumb. As soon as it starts happening, you know you're being discriminated on. And in my heart of hearts, I think today and on most times when I practice my American rights lawfully, I am discriminated on for being an American, practicing lawful American rights in America today. And that's my take on it, period.
Well, yeah, we're going to do some follow-ups. I do want to register a complaint because Officer Conrad, number 286, did in fact run my plates. I was standing not even 3 feet from him. He had absolutely no lawful reason to run my plates.
Correct.
My car was away from me. I wasn't even in my vehicle. There was no reason for him to run. And that is a federal, he broke federal law as far as I am concerned. And that 29-year-old, he's been on the force for 29 years. He needs to retire. He should have retired about 20 years ago, in my humble opinion.
28 years ago.
Yeah.
That was good. Thank you
Yeah.
for your work on that meeting today.
Well, thank you. Anyway,
We have some people that we sure appreciate and love all of you. I know that you have your choices and channels and where you can go to get your entertainment and your educational value. And we certainly don't want to waste any of your time. We're going to wrap up this live stream. I think.
absolutely. Please like, share, subscribe, spread the word like wildfire out there on social media. Please, please.
Giddy up, 1A. You guys, the number for the police department, the Springfield Police Department, what is that, Lady J, that you called to make the complaint?
Oh, well, let me grab that.
Or what did she tell you about making the complaints? You could do it online.
Yeah, I could do it online.
What's the website? So you guys, it would be really easy to go online. Hey, I think Jay just came in here, man. It's always solely in Miami Transparency came in. You got a call. Somebody called. Yeah, he said, hi, Jay. I was wondering if maybe Jay Surreal was in here. I don't see him.
No, he's saying he, Jay.
Oh, okay. I, Jay, he is. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Hey, Sully, thanks for being here.
The phone number for the Springfield Police Department non-emergency number is 541-726-3714. That number again, 541-726-3714.
That's right. And that happened at 9 a.m. today with Officer Brian Dunn, badge number 205, Officer Oros, number 501, and Officer Conrad, number 286 at the Springfield Walmart. So you have all the details you need to help with this type of activism and making the world more open to free press.
That's right.
That's all I had to say.
Public photography. I want the days when everybody ran in front of the camera saying, "Hi, Mom," and it wasn't such a hardship. Nowadays, if you tote around a camera or pull out your phone and try to do public photography, even if it's taking pictures, people look down your nose. I mean, like pictures of flowers and stuff.
That reminds me, actually, before we close it out, guys, I really believe that the reason why I was targeted today, why the complaints were made about me, to be honest, was, in my opinion, because I looked not up to par for their, I looked unshaven or unclean or in some way undesirable. And so because I looked undesirable, my free press rights were taken away from me.
You still have your free press regardless, and I'm sorry they stepped on your rights unlawfully, in my humble opinion.
Well, we love you guys, and you're all starting to tune in here, but I'm going to free you up to go take care of some amazing activism or have fun, enjoy your life. That's what we're going to try to do. And we're going to maybe go down and file those police complaints at the police department. Frankly, we need some donations. So that being said, we're going to end this stream. And if you feel like donating, I'm Amazing Audits on all of the payment links. PayPal.me/amazing audits. I have my PayPal card. Venmo, I have my Venmo card. It's at Amazing Audits. And on Cash App, it's $Amazing Audits. All one word. You guys, I'm here with Lady J, and we just don't stop.
We just don't stop. Hashtag who's in.
Hold on. Someone said don't stop the fundraiser. Yeah, guys, honestly, delete laws. Oh, it's delete laws. Hey, delete laws, man. Thanks for tuning in. Fucking hey, bro. I'm not sure which way to go with this right now, but you're right. We won't get donations in our live stream. You know what? Delete laws. Thank you, Chili.
Thank you, Chili.
Thank you, Chili, for being here, man, and giving your thank you for chiming in and commenting. And the fact of the matter is, guys, what else can we talk about, babe? Let's look up some news. Let's get something else. Let's make a few bullet points or something, okay?
We have some notes.
I think we went through those notes, but you're right. Let's look at them, please. You guys, we are needy, actually. We want to get out of Oregon. And I honestly don't have a problem like jugging for gas across most of America. But the problem here in Oregon is that they pump the gas for you. So there's actually a store employee there at the pumps. And if I try to ask anyone for fucking gas, that's a no-go immediately. So we've done our best to try to panhandle. I flew a sign that said, Donald Trump ran off with my porn star, need money for a Donald smasher. And nobody really gave anything. They kind of, lots of laughs and stuff, but it didn't get us very far. And then the rain started. So, well, what are we looking at on our notes here?
Well, different show ideas.
Okay, yeah, that's one. I remember the Faded Glory. Let's talk about Walmart. We're talking about Walmart, right?
Absolutely.
And they're stifling our rights and stuff, right? Well, Faded Glory is the brand for Walmart clothing. And that clothing, more and more these days, shows tattered American flags. So they have done their part, I think, in my opinion, to fade the glory of this country. And they got us wearing the images of our own demise on the clothing, and people are just lapping it up like it's cool. The flag's all derelict and freaking fading and chipped away. You know, it's falling apart, and that's not something that's not patriotic at all, is it, guys? What do you guys think?
Oh, but can I please play devil's advocate here?
Absolutely.
That's just fashion.
Design.
That's just a design on some material. That's a name brand.
Oh, signs and symbols rule this world.
That's right. That's absolutely.
What else we got here? So the Constitutional Cruiser, guys, Lady J has put 34,400 miles on the Constitutional Cruiser this year.
Actually, I've now got over 40,400.
Over 40,400 miles, guys.
That's how many miles I have done.
The tires are getting bare. That's another reason we can't progress on our path, is because it's not safe to do so. She's afraid to ask, and she doesn't like what that might do to her image. But we honestly need $240 to get the tires on the van. We'll try to source them cheaper, but that's what we were looking at for like a 35,000 mile tire, just something cheap to get on there so we can move along. Okay, it would not be safe for us to get on the highway, even with gas at this point. You know, and that being said, I don't get paid till my disability money comes through. Lady J is also on Social Security disability. We have limited income, and that won't come through for 2 weeks. And until then, there's no hope for travel, honestly. Shouting that out. If you guys would like to chip in, it would be great to do like a Venmo fundraiser type of thing, and we could let everybody say their piece about helping with the tires on the.
And if anybody was to send donations, I certainly don't have a problem showing receipts to you all, so you know money was spent where it was earmarked.
It's me, Lady Ruth.
Oh,
They probably don't want to send cash to, but
well,
I think they trust you, Lady Jane. Your links are on the screen.
yeah, I've got Cash App. You can Zelle me through Lady Justice Liberty Press at Gmail. Yeah.
No name coder, I don't see you, but I know you're listening. How will the AI pick up the police officers and add them to the permanent record automatically? And second question, will it also work on the members only videos? Will it somehow have access to the officers captured on those videos?
Those are good questions, Mr. Amazing. Thank you so much for asking those questions. Those are, I think, well, I don't know, do we want to put out there what we were talking about earlier? Or
Well, let's mute the mic real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good idea, actually. I think it's a fantastic idea. No name coder, if you're out there, could there possibly be an app that would send a push notification to your phone when your license plate was ran through the federal database?
That's a good question, because I'll say today, my license plates were in fact ran inappropriately and unlawfully. I was not in my vehicle. I wasn't nowhere near my vehicle. And the officer went over and ran, Officer Conrad.
Yep.
Officer
So if you
with
guys want to
number
complain, that was Officer
286.
Conrad.
Officer Conrad with the 29-year experience, number 286, ran my plates. And there was no lawful reason for him to do so. And I will be filing a complaint on that because officers, just because they have a gun and a badge on their chest, does not mean they can intimidate and threaten you in any way like that. That's inappropriate behavior on their behalf. Yeah, and they start acting like that.
You're doing great, Lady J. Keep talking. Good. You're doing fantastic. We're live on a radio show. Everybody's listening. We got a few people in here. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. It really helps a lot. If you don't want to support with the Cash App or whatever, please help share this stream.
Yes, like, share, subscribe, spread the word like wildfire. It gets the word out, and it does help ultimately. And that is a very good way to support, especially if you cannot support financially to anyone. That is a very good way to help them out. Thank you.
I'm loving all my exclusive content over at Lady Justice Liberty Press. I'm on the staunch constitutionalist level. You guys should go get your credit card and go over there now. The exclusive content and the early access to new content is well worth the money. Plus, you get lovely member shout outs. Like, thank you, JC News Now, for being a member over at Lady Justice Liberty Press, and Amazing Honor. We love you.
And documenting the downfall. Hey.
Documenting the downfall. We'd love to see you in the chat sometime.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I want to just thank everybody, for that support.
Did you want to put it out there again about that lotion that was in the mace containers and stuff? Let's
Oh,
talk about that again real quick.
ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I bought some, what I thought was mace from I won't put the name out, but from a truck stop that I frequent quite a bit, thinking that I had mace that for my protection, as I've been traveling around by myself before I met Mr. Amazing here. Anyway, Mr. Amazing had gotten a hold of my mace and found out, I guess he accidentally squirted it or something. Anyway, it was lotion, hand lotion that they were selling as mace. Now, I really believed it to be mace. Can you imagine if I had been attacked, and needed to use that mace? How
could have started a new friendship. Or
I
something.
could have started a
With
new
some-
friendship
with some lotion.
with some lotion. Yeah, some lotion for that motion.
It might really fall the stress of the situation.
Yeah, well,
Maybe you give you a back.
maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I have corrected that. I do now carry real mace on my person when I need, if I feel like I need it, I got it. So anyway,
Hey, here's one. Did you guys know that the American people elected the former director of the CIA as president of the United States? What an incredibly stupid freaking act. How could you elect a director of an intelligence agency to be the leader of your country?
that's right. That's a conflict.
And then they,
Major.
after that, believe it or not, they actually elected his son president later on.
Yeah, that's again another conflict.
What the freaking, have you people lost all intelligence? Please, I don't get it. Never vote anyone who is a member of the intelligence community into any position, especially not the presidency. Why are we in the situation we're in today? Well, that's why, everyone, in my opinion. Thanks for making the director of the CIA the president of the United States. Pat yourself on the back if you voted for George Bush. Thanks for helping do all this. I don't speak on there. What do you think about that, huh? So,
Well, I just don't. I just see the conflict of interest, and that is the problem I have. I try to remain unpolitical, but I don't think it would not matter to me what political party an individual is. I would still have that same problem. Yeah, conflict of interest, big time.
how about communism? Let's talk about communism. Communism in America will not look like what it's been painted as for you guys. Unfortunately, most people think communism will be much different than it actually is in this country. And there'll be rights and stuff. You'll have communist rights in America. It'll be AMCOM, American Communism. And you'll have rights and stuff. But I think what you'll have a lot of is people checking one another on bad behaviors. That's, I think, a big part of, if someone's going to say something to you, hey, this is a community of people and we believe in rights, but you're doing it wrong, might be something you'll start seeing that members of the public want to dictate your rights to you under American communism. That's one of my beliefs.
I really am. I love my Constitution. Thank you.
Well, this country, and that's what I'm saying. I think that at least part of the American Constitution will stand intact if we were to have communism in this country. That's what I'm saying. There may be parts of the Bill of Rights that stay intact.
Yeah, I know times they are a changing. Bob Dylan did say that a long time ago, long time ago, and they are changing. Especially the past few months, I can see a big difference in our economy as well as in people's attitudes out there on the street. Like, yeah.
I say it all the time. I think this country's over 50% communist now. I mean, the Patriots they lost. It's over. It's over 50% communist now.
Yeah.
You didn't save your way of life. It's communist here in America now.
Well, what do you think? Why do you think that's happened that way, Mr. Amazing?
Huh?
Why do you think that is?
Could you rephrase the question, please?
Okay. Why do you think over 50% of Americans is
Oh,
now
okay. So I've
communist?
seen this actually happen, okay, in front of me while I was out there on the streets. And yeah, the rights are going through atrophy, exactly, because no one exercises that.
Exactly.
Correct. We need everyone to start exercising their rights and stop playing around with these. But you asked me a question, and I'll answer that. Thank you for being here, Love Troll. I see you, and I love you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I was out there on the streets, and I would pump my fist and stuff, right? And the fist is a sign of communism, right?
Right. Well, it's also, people power.
Well, at first I thought that's what it was, power to the people,
Power to the people.
right? Which is the people instill communism, right? You have democracy, then you instate socialism, and then when you're tired of the socialism, the people rise up and they shoot the socialists, and then you have communism, and that's just the progression of things. So,
Right.
you know, that's how it's going to go eventually when we get tired of the socialist system. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're doing a little bit of a fundraiser here. I'm glad that you could show up and comment where you're watching from. The links for the donation site are on the screen. Lady J, everyone knows her and trusts her, and we're riding together. So we put her links up there. If you guys want to help, we need to get at least 2 front tires on this car. They're about 120, maybe less if we can source them cheaper. And it's not safe for us to travel at this time. We've been told multiple tire shops said, take it off the road. So that being said, yeah, that's why we're doing a show right now. Please, any amount helps. And we will be checking on the Cash App. It's right here. If you guys hear anything, my notifications are not turned off. You'll hear it enter the Cash App, I hope. That being said, about communism. We were talking about communism, and I kind of was wondering if you'll comment in there, what do you think might be a communist right? It might be a new right or something. What kind of rights would there be under American communism? Like, I still think that we would have like some choices in what we buy too, don't you? Because we're used to that. In the beginning, at least, there would be options for what color car do you want to buy and what brand, right?
Well, Mr. Mason, I just want to say, in our travels together, I've seen a huge change just within, I'll throw it out there, Starbucks. We travel around, and I love their those bites that they have, chickpea bites that they have.
Oh, yeah, the chickpea bites.
Yeah, falafel. I have a Mediterranean type tongue. I like falafel. They no longer sell them. It's more just certain stores or certain shops will have that fresh stuff like that.
You will not have the availability of things that you have now.
Exactly.
If you notice, they are already taking them away.
Absolutely, they are.
We got JC News Now says one of the rights might be limited media. So I think that he's absolutely right. That'll be one of the first things. You will have media rights when they are approved by the government.
Yeah,
right?
you will have to ask permission. So if you're asking permission, guys, is that really a right? No, it's not. It's not a right if you have to ask for permission from the man. Let's see here.
I just love telling these cops to stop resisting.
Yes,
I love seeing that on my channel.
I do.
Give me your ID. Stop resisting, I tell them.
Yeah, because so often they want to pretend like they don't have that policy to ID, and they certainly do. They have a policy that they're supposed to ID, and even if it's not policy, because they are public servants,
Human decency.
they should. Exactly.
That's common decency to tell somebody your name so that we can have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Unless you don't want to talk, in which case that's fine. That's your choice.
Exactly.
You shouldn't tell me your name then.
Right, but if you're coming up and engaging with the people, you should also be willing to state for the record who you are, your badge number or call ID number or whatever they want to call it. They play loose and fast with that. Some places will call it a call ID number. Some places will call it a badge number. Some places will call it an employee number. Whatever it is, it's all the same thing. We need that number to help identify you, Mr. Officer.
I still can't get over how they allowed the director of the CIA to become the president of the United States. That just blows my freaking mind. I was a child then, but wow, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Honestly.
They probably weren't.
Well,
Yeah.
they've been duped and doped by the
Honestly,
system, right?
honestly, there really hasn't been much, in my humble opinion, to choose from as far as who you want as president. They haven't,
Not the director of the CIA.
well, they haven't been putting too much out there. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Change of subject. Change of subject.
Yes.
Are there any more communist rights? Isaac Forbes. No donation is too small. Please send whatever you can. $1. Nothing has been dropped yet. Just saying. Doing the best we can with what we got. I'll be honest, the price of gas when we went down to California broke the freaking bank, man. It was over $5. I
Closer
tried to
to
make it to the
$6.
coast, but we didn't. Did we get to the coast? We eventually did get to the
You
coast.
did. It came up at the one, I believe.
New comments.
I find.
Yep, $5 helps. Gas is $3.86 or something like that right now. Thank you so much, JC News Now. That's super of you. We were going to end the broadcast, but we want to keep going. This is a fundraiser now. Let's keep it rolling. One of the things that I thought we might talk about was, you remember how we've been talking about police officers? I'm getting really loud. Sorry. We got to keep it down, guys. Sorry about that. Everyone else, we're in a public space right now, so I'm trying to be respectful of everyone around.
Right.
So when these officers, there was this one female officer, maybe you guys have heard about her, that was allowing all of the other officers to tap it while she was at work. And she was married to another officer in another department too. Remember that?
I never heard something.
We got to talking about how, so if these sorts of things are condoned and embraced and impressed upon the male officers while they're at work, they will take those behaviors home. And then if they can dominate the women at home like they do at work or whatever, then that just reinforces for them that they can get away with anything, anywhere, with any woman they want, anytime. And so they take that out onto their calls and stuff too. Now, when the officer pulls you over, you have a rapey guy that thinks that every woman should be doing what all those other women, that female officer was doing, how his wife behaved. They start getting this image that they are above and that everyone else is, all the women are prey. Everyone's prey to them.
I want to inject my thought on this here. I personally have been violated, if you will, in that sort of way. Holscher out there in Nampa saying, and it was recorded, him saying he would shake Lady J's hand all day. Very rapey. The way he said it, how he said it, very rapey. And very highly inappropriate. Yeah. So I know for a fact that those things do happen. They happen more often than we would want to even talk about. And they should never happen.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
No.
Okay, at a minimum.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I think there's more to be said about that because it starts with, like, in my opinion, it could start with like masculine characteristics. Okay?
Okay.
Like whatever masculine characteristic you want to bring to your mind. It starts with that being upheld, right? Like
Right.
masculine, and then they get misogynistic, right? After a minute from having their male characteristics catered to or whatever,
Right.
And then it becomes misogynistic. And so then, unfortunately for that female officer, no one was there. No females were around to help support her. And so she says they eroded away in her willpower. Makes sense to me. You know, if you got someone hounding you, I mean, you can't always be able to keep your strength up against that. but it's they would be. She said how the chief would encourage the behavior with her. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes into
Well, she,
toxic masculinity, right?
right.
So if we can, let's chat into, if you will, put a 1 and behind it, chat me any male characteristic that you think is a positive male characteristic, not non-toxic male characteristic. Okay. Put a 1 and tell me what you think might be a non-toxic male characteristic. We'll wait. Go ahead. Read them out if you want. We're waiting for some responses back. So.
Passive aggressive is still aggressive and it's wrong. Thank you, JC News Now.
Yeah, thank you for listening too. It's incredible that you're here with us. Thank you.
Yes. Isaac Foods. Hey, fancy having you aboard.
Isaac Ford believes that the golden rule, don't do unto others what you would want done to you. And don't get this twisted or you might F around and find out.
There you go. There you go. I love it.
If you can't think of any positive male characteristics, put a 2 in the chat and tell me what are toxic masculinity traits. And it seems like it's much easier to list that for some reason. People don't want to value positive masculinity for some reason. It's much easier to point out what's bad about being a man.
Oh,
Can you think of a positive masculine trait, Eddie J? I'll give her a second. But personally, I find it to be a positive masculine trait when the male wants to walk on the outside, the street side of the sidewalk when he's walking with a woman.
absolutely. I would agree with that. You don't see that very much anymore.
Or willingness to help just because someone is a female.
There you go. I think that's a good positive male trait. You don't even have to be adult to want to help somebody, you know. But yes.
Toxic male trait. No, Jason, thank you for commenting. Misogyny. Absolutely. And womanizing, right? Tyranny. Okay. Tyranny comes in all forms, but I'll definitely give that. That's definitely a point. You got a great point.
Hey, what's their major malfunction? Tyranny, right?
Tyranny, right?
Yeah.
And about the tyranny, that kind of every time I kind of hear that word, it reminds me of how the king could have his way with any of the women in the land.
Right.
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 So that was encouraged. It was beyond encouraged. The king could actually, I guess, from what I understand, have any of the women in the land.
Well, can you imagine from a woman's point of view? Oh, the king is coming and calling for me. Oh, how cool is that? I don't care that he's married. I do care. Honestly, as a human, one human to another, I would care. But that's what happens so many times. Again, I'm playing devil's advocate. Oh, the king is coming to call on me. Oh, wow. You know, this will be wondrous for me as well as my family.
Yipper. Lack of chivalry. That's very good. You're right. Lack of care for the females, right? They're, I mean, come on, it feels good to be helpful, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
I like to be useful for it.
Yeah. Chivalry is not dead. At least I hope not.
Cowardly behavior. Okay, when you're expected to step up, and that's where I find I kind of fault these veterans. When I'm out there and my rights are getting stifled and I'm being discriminated on in America, where are these soldiers that swore an oath against domestic evil?
Exactly.
Isaac, thank you for tuning in, man. If you're leaving the chat, we definitely are glad that you're here and you tuned in. We're gonna take it easy, and yeah, I get it, man. We're all on our own out there until we're all in the same boat together, you know. And then And then we'll see how that changes a little bit and how we unite under a common strife. Oh, two, forgetting that a woman is a gift to a man.
Oh, I love Jason News now.
love
Thank
Jason
you.
News.
Thank you so very much.
A woman is a gift to a man. I'll tell you what. A man will just lay there. I swear, I would just lay on it. Not just lay there, but like when you're trying to be comfortable, like I would just lay on some uncomfortable, like on some rocks or something. It really takes like a woman to come along and prop up the head a little bit, and they always just make life so much enjoyable. Don't they? I mean, a real kid, a real softness and caringness.
That's good to know.
All right, I just checked the Cash App. If you guys will stand by, I'm gonna go make sure there was nothing dropped in at this time. But no problem. We're gonna keep trudging on here. Snappity dappity. Hey, we're back, everybody, and thanks to Chili DeCastro for sending 20 to the Tire Fund. Thank you very much, Chili DeCastro. Mad love, man.
Thank you, Chili. Delete Laws. You're fabulous. You guys, if you're not subscribed to Delete Laws, please, please, please. I'm going to whisper this out there. Get on over there and subscribe to Delete Laws. Thank you, Chili.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I say whisper because he has much bigger fists than I've got. My platform is what it is, so much smaller. So I'm whispering.
Now, well, I'm gonna whisper too. Hey guys, we haven't even eaten today. Neither Lady J or I have had any food today. It's 3 p.m. Okay, so while I put on all those shows and all that for others, and I did that as a member of press, I haven't even had my own needs taken care of today. All right, so Chili, thank you so much. That 20 is going to go towards the tires on the van, I promise. And we got a long ways to go, guys, before we can catch it. To be honest. If you can help out, that's all I have to say about that.
I'll make sure I show you my receipt, you all, that for the tires. When something's earmarked for a specific thing, I always get it done that way. So this 20 will sit here in this Cash App because it has in fact been earmarked for tires. And as soon as I can get those tires on, I will be able to get out there and show you all that I got them on.
We'll be on the move.
We'll be on the move, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
That's right, guys. We're doing a bit of a fundraiser here. We sure appreciate everybody's help and cooperation. If you could share the stream, or if you could donate even $1 to the Tire Fund, that's what we really need right now. Thank you for your support. Shining the light of liberty out here, shining bright and bringing you guys the most amazing content that we can find on a daily basis.
Yeah, that doesn't take away gasoline.
What was this one I was talking about? Make a video where the officers are laughing or looking happy. Well, I wonder where I was going with that.
Well, I think I don't remember. Make a video where, yeah, I think we're trying to get officers to be happier. I think is what we're, because they all look so smug and like they're so serious, too serious, you know? So kind of brighten the day up a little bit.
Well, if they're out there stifling rights all day long, I don't want them to be happy.
Well, that's true. That is absolutely true.
Hashtag heartfelt wishes for my friend Eric Brandt. He was given 12 years in prison and he didn't hurt anybody. All he did was speak his mind.
And
we live in a country, we're talking about communism. You could get 12 years in a Colorado prison for speaking your mind.
So that does kind of sound like communism to me. Absolutely. because you're supposed to be able to speak how you feel, what you think about a subject or whatever. If somebody doesn't like it, hey, they can turn their head the other direction. They can walk away. It's that simple. I think we have to. I would like to thank each and every one of you out there that supports this channel, as well as Amazing Audits channel, as well as my van life with Lady J, #LJLP. Thank you so very much for your support, and how I say support in liking, sharing, subscribing, spreading the word like wildfire out there.
Yeah, and don't skip the commercials. Go watch my Bomb Love 2 Denver Bomb Squad officers video on my channel, you guys. And check out today's Free Press in America video we did. And also, I did a video a couple days ago about LB transparency, and I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that the firearm that he was arrested, all that was not a stolen firearm. So I don't know where that all came from. He had that firearm checked by the police, and they released it to him. So
yeah, so that would not
have a stolen firearm released to you. Okay?
No, I think he was kidnapped unlawfully.
And regardless, man, we get judged a lot for one moment in time. You know what I mean? He made a mistake, possibly he might have been a criminal even, but in the meanwhile, this man exercises American rights in America in an environment where you can easily be stifled, discriminated on, or hurt for doing such a thing. And I respect that. When the man was being arrested, he asked all the police officers their names and badge numbers. I mean, the guy's going to freaking jail, and he's still doing his job for you, the people. All right, so let's not look at one thing the man did and judge him for that. All right, or didn't do. Love you guys. Have a good day. This is John Connors signing off, live and alive from Crystal Peak.
#GiddyUp1A.